Welcome to the Disney Runner. I will be your guide for today as we look at all the Paris Parks announcements from last week's D23. Of course, we start with the big news. Star Wars Land announced to break ground next year at Disney's Adventure World. What? So that's not happening now? Okay, let's get the right image up then. That's better. So, not so far away then. We will instead pack our bags and travel to Africa's Pride Lands to visit the unique world of Disney's The Lion King, based around the original 1994 animated classic and not the recent CGI remakes. I refuse to call them live action. A rich world in which we will find themed dining, shopping and unique meet and greets, as well as the main attraction Pride Rock, which houses Disney's first new flume ride since Splash Mountain. Tiana's technically a retheme, so let's dive in a little bit closer, shall we? Where best to start than the flume ride itself, which will take us on Simba's journey from cub to king. Even in the first images you can tell that this ride has a stunning resemblance to the original Splash Mountain show drop. As much as I love that ride, I'm hoping we get something with a truly original feel to it, and not a simple redesign of the original Splash Mountain. Technology has advanced a lot since 1989, so here's hoping. I also hope they don't over-sanitise the story and keep some of the frightening scenes in here. I especially can't wait to see the hyenas and Scar's lair. I equally can't wait to bop along to Hakuna Matata, and yes, I will likely be 50 when this opens. This concept art appears to show that Land was at first to be based on the newer versions of the film, but this was confirmed at D23 to in fact be based on the animated original, which, in my opinion, is a good call. As you can just about make out by comparing these lions, to lions. One thing that has me intrigued will be how they do the meet and greets. Will we enter Simba's lair and be greeted by Nala and Simba as highly detailed animatronics where you can go and interact with them? Will we see Timon and Pumbaa wandering around the Pride Lands getting up to no good? And now there's a rumbling in my tum-tum and I could eat. But where? Could we see a relocation and redesign of Adventureland's Hakuna Matata quick service, as well as a new full dining experience somewhere with a phenomenal view of the land? And what unique goodies await the Disney collectors at the Pride Land shops? And could we see a vibrant market make its way to the heart of this land? So, when can we expect to venture into the Pride Lands? Well, it's too early to tell, but based on a 7 to 8 year cycle of Frozen from announcement to completion, with around 2 years of delays for the pandemic, we're probably looking at between 3 and 4.5 years to see this come to fruition. Bear in mind, it's just the land now, as the lake, gardens, Tangled and Frozen will all be ready for the launch of Disney Adventureland. Speaking of Arendelle, we finally got the news that World of Frozen will not open in 2025 as many had hoped, but will open sometime in 2026. The land, which will be similar to that of Hong Kong's, will feature the same updated version of Frozen Ever After, which features state-of-the-art animatronics instead of the facial projections of the original in Orlando. The next announcement is a bit special. When I first saw World of Colour in Anaheim, I was blown away. It really hits so many emotional notes, I was certainly welling up. This was perhaps my favourite nighttime show that Disney had put on. So I'm happy that Disney's Adventure Worlds in Paris appears to be bringing its take on this show to the new Central Lake area. And as with most of Disneyland Paris' new shows, I believe there will be a drone element added to the show, so I'm excited to see what they can do with this one. But what about the Disneyland Park itself? Will we see the long-rumoured retheme of Space Mountain back to its original Jules Verne overlay? The rumoured new Star Wars ride that will expand the IP's footprint in the park? Well, not yet anyway. What we will get from January is a new nighttime spectacular show that will continue the drone trend and will also give us new projections on the building down Main Street itself. This will certainly add extra interest into the show and ensure multiple viewings are a must. Well, this is where I bid you adieu, but before I go, if you made it this far, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Thank you, and have a good morning, day, evening, or night, wherever you are.